Welcome back to Hot 20. Summer touring season is right around the corner. For the headliners, it's a tradition to give their opening acts a gift at the end of the tour for being out on the road with them. Here are some of the best and, well, not so great tour gifts.
One of the best end of tour gifts I've received was actually from Jason Aldean. I've got a huge entertainment system with a really cool speaker setup in it. And he actually had the entire thing built without me knowing about it and gave it to me at the end of a tour. So that was pretty awesome. We made good use of that.
I'll never forget Dirk's. Me being a huge golf fan, he got me a brand new set of PXG clubs and the fitting, the bag, the whole deal. And when you're a golf fan, I mean, it's hard to beat that. I've never had a hole-in-one. Can you believe that? I can believe it, but it's maybe one day it'll happen. So.
Giant tractor over here. I mean, was this a gift to you? Got it from a friend, or what's the story behind her?
It was a gift. Kenny Chesney calls me over his house the day before we played in Detroit. And we're just sitting there drinking wine. And he took me out to the front of his house, and he had this waiting for me. So I said, Kenny, you think my tractor's sexy, don't you?
So one of the first ones that I got, the flat skies, back when I was still in my college days. Remember when those little, those scooters, they were like hoverboards, were all the rage? We rode out to the show, all kind of hovering out there. So we had a good time with those for a little while.
I'm a huge watch nerd, and the Old Dominion boys were all watch nerds, and to get to go on that tour and talk watches the whole time, I was not expecting it at all. And they had a box, and I opened it up, and it was a beautiful Panerai, which is a very nice watch, and it's a very, I don't know, just beautiful watch that I've always loved. And I don't know, I just couldn't accept it at first. And they went together, picked it out, thought which one I would love, and gave me that watch. And it means a lot to me, and I love wearing it, and I love thinking about that tour, and just those dudes, they're awesome guys.
What end of tour gift did Kane get you?
This guy.
Oh, wearing it right now.
I'm wearing it. He got me a Rolex, and he's gonna hate that this is on television right now.
Kane, that was so nice.
Yeah, really nice, Kane. Thank you.
So I gave Jordan Davis a Rolex for his end of tour gift, and I remember he was so excited. It was his first Rolex that he's received or gotten.
Well, historically, lately, I gave Dylan Scott a Rolex. So, I mean, don't act like Kane's out there, frosting up everybody's wrist.
I was out with Bryan for a big stadium tour, and at the end of the tour, I got a Happy Meal box with the Happy Meal in it, and underneath the Happy Meal was a big stack of cash. And I thought, so Happy Meal, thanks, bud, I appreciate it. Anyway, Luke, that was pretty cool.
One year I got Jason Aldean a vintage old school Bronco, and I think I paid $20 grand for it, and I think he wound up spending $50,000 trying to get it to run properly.
So when Luke and I were touring together as an end of tour gift, I actually gave him a bass boat. It was like the year that Luke kind of blew up out here on the road, and was really doing well. And I think he gave me a gift card to some furniture store or something. And I think after he got the boat, he felt bad. So then the next show we did together, he bought a '75 Ford Bronco. And he was like, here, this is your real gift kind of thing. And I was like, oh, this is cool, but it didn't run. So I had to go, and I ended up putting all this money in it, trying to get it to run and fix it up and all this. And it left me stranded about 2 or 3 times. So I finally called Luke, and I'm like, man, I appreciate this car, but I'm selling it because I'm tired of trying to find a ride after it breaks down on me. But I guess it's a thought that counts,
I gave John Party a bulldozer one time, and John Party did the same thing. He had to spend 80 grand on this bulldozer. So
your gifts cost more money. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, it's after I give you a tour gift, it's like you have an STD or something. I don't know. It just, it's just keeps, this tour gift just keeps showing up terribly. So.
Wow, Luke, never quite know what that guy's gonna say. Blake Shelton revealed to us his most memorable gift from a fan, and his answer was so crazy, it basically left us all speechless.
The most impactful tour gift I ever received was I don't know where the fair was. This was probably back in 2002. Let's just say West Virginia. It sounds fun to say West Virginia. Somebody at the end of the show, there was a few flowers and stuffed animals on the stage at the end of the show. because we were playing a fair, and there was a paper bag, and so I just grabbed all that stuff, and I went to the bus and sit down, and I was sweating and resting, and I looked over, and I saw the bag sitting there still. So I grabbed the bag, and I opened it, and as soon as I opened it, an iguana literally jumped out of the bag onto my shirt right here. And I remember I grabbed it and just threw it off, you know. It's one I didn't kill the poor thing. And it turns out at this particular fair, one of the prizes you could win was kids had iguanas, like just walking out with paper sacks with iguanas in them, and some parent said, "Hey, I know who's going to get your iguana is that guy up there singing about dogs stuck together." So,
wow, that was unexpected. We've made it to our #1 video.